All right, everybody, welcome back to Mindset on Business. We are back again, of course, dropping you off some jewels for the rest of 2020. This will be our last show for 2020 because it has been a up and down year. We're going to go over some things because you noticed that last time we spoke about stocks, we spoke about Bitcoin, we talked about businesses. So we back again. As you already know, is me, CEO Sam, and my partner over here. What's up?
What's up? How you doing? The name's Will Currency. TTO Takeover out here. Team Takeover out here, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. So this is how we do. This is how entrepreneurs do, because they don't even know this, though. You in Detroit, over there by the East. I'm out here on the West Coast, out in Vegas and shit. So we in different time zones.
You feel me?
No, the hustle don't stop, dude.
Coast to coast out here.
Coast to coast, man. And hustle don't stop. We up all night or, up all day and shit. So we going to make this happen. So what we want to do, man, we just want to go over and reiterate a lot of stuff that kind of went over some people's head this year or people ain't got their business cap on. I hope they've been paying attention because this year has been an eye opener for a lot of people, and mostly, us minorities, everybody that's been affected by this majorly. We are the main ones that need to be paying attention right now, honestly, because if y'all don't notice, if y'all don't pay attention to the news, if y'all haven't been paying attention to what's going on in this country the past 10 plus years, if you lost, you lost. But what I'm here to do is my job is to kind of teach my people and lead them in a direction where at least you can get financially free, or you don't have to worry about a job if they do shut these jobs down and make you get a COVID vaccine and all that, whatever. Everybody's like furious right now. I tell you, you hustle hard, you transform yourself into a new, more motivated person yourself. You really won't have to worry about too much of that. I don't really have too much worries. I know it was bad in 2020 for a lot of people. Will, was it bad for you? Did you have too many worries this year?
I mean, like you said, it had the ups and downs. A lot of people did lose their lives. A lot of people were hospitalized, and that was very tragic. Don't get me wrong, I never take away from that. But I mean, just mental wise, not just financially, because financially wise, I have been doing very well, but just mental wise, I've been just doing so much better than I have over the last few years of my life, just because I've been thinking in a more positive mind state. Because belief energy is very powerful, and people take it for granted because they're used to over their life being told. You've been told no from a baby all the way up to an adult, and you don't realize what that affected your mind. You don't think that did affect you somewhat. Imagine how many no's you heard over your whole life. You don't think that didn't affect you just a little bit, to where when you see certain heights, when you see people become astronauts, when you see people become lawyers, you be like, oh man, I can never do that. I can never see myself doing that. You got me messed up. I can catch myself. You just don't want to believe that you can do that because you've been told no, you can't do nothing your whole life. It all starts with the power of believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how you expect anybody else to?
That was real major right there too. Like you said, believe in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, other people will, and that's how the law of attraction works. People gravitate towards you. You got like-minded people that connect. You know what I'm saying? We fam and shit, but last time I was in Detroit, we linked up, at famo wedding and shit, and we wouldn't even know we was on the same mindset. Never thought about, we're gonna be doing business in the future, and then boom, look, years down the line. See, it's about who you connect with and who and that's real talk. So that's what a lot of our peers, I need them to understand this. So, because every time I know something or I've learned something that can benefit somebody financially, or, even myself financially, I like to share it with people. I'm not about to charge nobody for a course and say, get my ebook. Fuck that. I'll drop you a free podcast and drop these jewels on you, and you take it from there. But I got this one cat. Let me pull him up here because I'm gonna show people a little screenshot on this. But the guy, he's awesome. He does real estate, and he does with the Airbnb. And what he does is basically he kind of gives like a step by step. He has a little course, but he kind of gave like a little rundown of like in 2019 he started his business, and basically it was ended up making him almost $250,000 that year that he got started. And basically he's trying to saying how he jumped into the Airbnb and Booking.com and Expedia market just by going out, purchasing. Him and his sister, they got together. Basically they purchased themselves an LLC, and what he said is basically he kind of looked around and seeing and this was out of state, in different states. So you call around and you maybe say, okay, well, real estate is popping here. There's a lot of people moving here. You know, we got data online that show you that shit basically. But he basically kind of reached out to like apartment complexes, asked them, do they do corporate leasing? And which I never heard of that. I was like, you can call apartments and ask them, do they do corporate leasing? Because yes, guess what? You have an LLC now. You have a corporation. Go out there and act like you are a corporation. So he reached out to these apartments and speaking on behalf of his own business. They said, yeah, we do corporate housing. Great. Because I've got some tenants that may want to move in there. And what you doing? You getting them a person that moves in, and you basically have that apartment under your company's name. Then somebody else is paying the rent for it. Woo woo, you know. But, you know, when I researched his company and when I seen what he was doing, that shit was major to me. And I'm like, I think a lot of people need to know this. And he gave a lot of free information, just like I do. So, you know, go check that out, guys. I mean, that's just one avenue of getting into multiple streams of income. Real estate would be probably one of the major ones. But there's basically ways to get into real estate without having credit, without having to buy a house, basically. Will... We ran into each other again because I happened to see you was posting up something about Bitcoin, how Bitcoin just recently raised up majorly, man. Talk about that for me.
23,000, over 23,000. I was scratching 24 last time I checked. Let me go look at the message in the trade right now.
I think last time I was checking, it was at about, 15,000 a share or 15,000 a coin, I would say, sorry. And it jumped up to what, 23,000?
Yeah. I seen it go from 20 to 21, then jump from 21 to 23. I'm like, whoa, you ain't even touch 23. It's just zoom right past it.
Yes. Damn. See, and tell people what that means, because people may not understand, like, okay, for a minute, jumping from $15,000 a coin to about 23,000 a coin. So the way I'm gonna explain it to people a little bit more in layman's terms, because say, for instance, you don't have $23,000 to buy one Bitcoin.
No.
People may not.
I got like 100 or two in Bitcoin.
Some do, some don't. But if you don't have that, like myself, what you could do is put it in fractions, or you could put a percentage of that up. And even if you put $20 towards that, because there's apps that Will's gonna let you know that you could put like $20 towards this. From that move from 15,000 to 23,000 that Bitcoin did, your $20 is probably now worth $50, stuff like that. So basically, the return on investment is large with Bitcoin. Explain that to them, how that's going.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's multiple ways of buying it, whether you buy it through Cash App, whether you buy it through Coinbase. There are other sites, you know, to buy and hold Bitcoin on. And with the value of it increasing, if you cash it at a certain price point, with that value increasing, your value increases. It just goes by percentage. You may not grow by a couple thousand, but you will grow by that percentage of whatever amount of you invested in. Exactly. Because it's about percentage. Trade too. There's different way trading, whether it comes to exchange trading, whether you're just holding it. There's other ways of trading, of leverage trading, whether you're trading at a certain dollar amount and multiplying it and trading that against certain price points. There are a lot of ways to get a cat when it comes to trading. All right, bet. Y'all been seeing them the Bitcoin ATMs popping up in all these random gas stations and stuff. It's coming, y'all. The wave is here. Exactly. For the storm right now. Yes. That's why I'd like to let people know, hey, jump on it while you can, while you got this free information and while you out searching, because like I said, there's a lot of people I know, a lot of people that reach out to me when I drop these mindset on business, like, hey, what are you investing in, bro? Hey, how can I make money on the side like this? You know, little side hustles I let people up on. But this one's a major one because this is something that you can actually do. You put money in one time and you just watch that shit grow. You know, it's like a one-time thing. It's not like you got to follow it every week. It's not like, oh, okay, what's this? And, you know, it's already set. Like I always say, think long-term growth. Don't think, okay, I'm going to throw $100 in here and my shit going up to a couple of thousand already. Let me snatch it out. Let that shit grow. Let that be another form of income for you. Let it be a fucking savings account. You know? It's chess, not checkers. You can't just, when you put in money invested, it's like a savings account. The best thing to do is what the term I was heard called is dollar averaging in. So regardless of what price point is that, when you invest in stocks, when you invest in other forms of assets, they have metals. When you invested in gold, when you invested in cryptos, when you invested in forex. When you're doing these trades, you got to be thinking, like, I'm about to set this in here and it's going to stay there for a couple months to a year or two, and I'm going to let it do what it do. Or you just keep putting $20 here, $30 here, $100 here. And just over time, when you look at it 6 months to a year, you got a couple thousand sitting here. Just waiting to take a trip, waiting on you to go buy a house, waiting on you to do something important with it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just take this money and go, what? Blow it.
They go blow it.
Exactly. PS5s and iPhone 12s and shit.
And that's crazy. That's the crazy part too. And I'm gonna tell some of my folks out here that too. You know, if you the type that know, hey, as soon as I make this money, I might blow it. That's on you and stuff, but at least we gonna show you how to at least earn the money and how to make that money. Just because, you know, you could teach a man how to fish and then he go fish. I mean, he may take it home to his family that day. They may eat all the fish, but at the end of the day, I still taught him how to fish so he can go back out there and make more. So hey, if you blow your money, that's all on you and stuff. But definitely you start with your
You gotta
make a broker if you have to or something. You know, a lot of these brokers aren't that even expensive no more. You know what I'm saying? But good shit. But so what I'm gonna jump to over is the next topic, because you know we kind of ran into each other again most recently because we started talking about e-commerce. So I'm gonna call this part Will Flow, because you let me know what you got going on right now. What you flowing with right now about with your e-commerce? Put people up on that.
Man, this has been a very dope experience. Actually, I got like a couple more things to drop on it, and my story will be premiering tomorrow, probably like 8 o'clock. DDG Verse, check that out. Y'all can go in there and sign up to be notified through email. Right now, actually, go ahead, ddgverse.com. That's ddgverse.com. But yeah, man, it's been a very dope experience. Like, you know, the thing about drop shipping is that you don't have to have any major inventory to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were like kind of like leery about me telling people that's like, oh, you telling people your secret, the juice away. I mean, saying something and doing something is two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've literally been building this store up for about 3 weeks, almost a month right now.
Yeah.
And I consider myself very tech savvy, and this takes a lot more. It takes a combination of like art, science, and tech when you building this stuff, and marketing, because you got to look at it from the audience standpoint too. You know what people coming in, because when people see stuff like this, because I used to think when I seen sites like that they were scams, like these little mom and pop scam. I mean, mom and pop's side stores, side websites that barely look put together.
Yeah,
these are actual people sites. Like
exactly,
it shocked me. Like people literally are running these sites.
That's the good thing.
Just trying to find out. I don't know if anybody's seen that little phone thing with the hologram. I don't know if it's real or not, but I'm looking for it.
It'd be some of that stuff that be coming from like overseas, and they be prototypes.
Like testers,
you may not want to touch that, but trust me, if you do your
projects, I'd be wondering like, so
website,
get one of those.
Yeah. You know,
y'all see, we got these smart watches.
Yeah. And that's what's up, man. It's like anybody can start an e-commerce store is basically what he's saying. It's like it could be any mom and pops, but it could be your homeboy down the street. He ain't got to put his name and picture on there and say this is JJ's store. They can name it something elegant. Make it sound fucking professional. You want the professional money, you got to make that shit sound professional. Don't be like, oh, well, I don't think this name fresh because they ain't talking about no Chucks, or I don't know. You know, I want to make it I want to make it cool. You make it your own style, whatever you find your niche as, but myself, I have a store that you probably would never think a young black man would want to run. My name is nowhere on it, but I'm all on the paperwork and on the back end. So when you see it, you may think it's a big major company. You will never know it's me because that's how I operate. You know, it's basically based on the niche and based on like my pattern and my formula that I want. Because it's a lot of psychology. It's a lot of stuff that's built into making somebody click that buy button, click that purchase button. And we've been studying that, and we've been learning this e-commerce. So now we're throwing it into our website. So we're going to give you guys something major. I mean, we're going to give it some time to grow. And then next time you probably hear from us, you're going to be getting some feedback like, damn, okay, y'all make some money off that. Show me how that goes. So, and that's our goal, you know, kind of reach out to you guys and show y'all how this going. We got multiple flips always at any time of the day. We got multiple flips going on. We just not sticking to e-commerce. We're not just sticking to cryptocurrency. We got a lot of stuff. Exactly. You know, like Will, he brings a lot of stuff to my attention that even when I'm slacking a little bit and I go over to his page, I'm like, oh shit, he's still doing it. Let me, let's connect again.
I got another one for you. So I've been dabbling with StockX lately. And first off, let me say, I did not know that they did more than just shoes. Like people are selling PS5s on there right now.
Yes.
On StockX. I'm like, damn. They talking to a couple people that I know who are into shoes and fashion heavy. And they telling me that you can, buy shoes at like 192, 100, 230.
Yes.
Sit on them a couple months, you know what I'm saying? Sit them in your car a couple months and sell them for 300, 350, $400.
There you go.
There's one shoe on there, like, trust me, now, in my opinion, it's a very, very, well, I don't want to say ugly. Let's just say it's very colorful. It's like tie-dye, I think it's a Jordan Retro 1.
Okay.
I don't want to say Travis Scott. It's somebody like that, though. Like one of them special edition shoes. Somebody asking for a size 16, $90,000.
God dang.
Size 13, no, size 14, $50,000. I'm like, what? I'm like,
that's out of control.
Shoes. So now I got a pair of Jordans in the back over here waiting to sell on a GOAT right now.
Okay.
Yeah, them what's they called? The Jubilee 11s. I don't really care about the 13s and 12s.
Okay.
But them Jubilee 11s, I got them. If you want them, they on StockX for $350. I mean, that's
we gotta throw a picture on your phone. So send me a picture.
I'll pull them out right now. Hold on.
Yeah, but that's what's up. But no, that's real talk. And like he said, you know, it's so many avenues that you can reach out.
Never worn with ice bottoms. I don't even like it because they ice bottoms and these get dirty real quick.
Nice.
Items. A lot of people want them, the Jubilees, brand new, never worn. I want the 13s. I'm mad, dude. The 13s sold out in 3 minutes. I was trying my best to get them. It was not happening.
And it's crazy because
they do like 3 or 4 phones at one time. So I gotta get you next time. I gotta borrow 3 people.
Yeah.
To do this.
It's crazy though, because a lot of brothers, they got stuff around their house or Jordans and shit like that, and they never think, oh man, you should never be complaining about money when you got assets, bro. That shit come and go. You can buy them shoes later. If you got a whole collection of shit and you ain't paid your rent that month, you owe your mama some money, sell some of this shit around your house. I made more money off OfferUp than I have like with some of my e-commerce stores and shit right now, because I individually selling them and it's local and shit like that. If you need that quick money, boom, you got shit around your house and you got something that you can flip real quick, you know. So it's so many avenues. It ain't just Facebook Marketplace, it ain't just eBay, it ain't just Amazon, it ain't just Shopify. It's so many avenues out there. Just go do your research. Trust me, it's different ways you could sell things for free, and then there's stuff you could sell and they get a percentage, whatever. But either way, do your research. This e-commerce through Shopify is an awesome thing right now. And like, again, you can also research that. Google half the shit we saying. Trust me.
There's a lot of different ways out here. People just, they sleeping, man. This internet, once the internet was made and it was made free to everyone, creating jobs and destroying them at the same time.
All right, guys. So closing comments. At the end of the day, we just hope you guys learned something about investing and definitely in e-commerce.
But just find a way of making your money make money instead of always just being a consumer, just buying something and wearing it out until you can't use them.
If y'all got any questions about like starting up an e-store, e-commerce store, how to have Shopify make you some money, DM me. You can hit up Will also. We are both actively in the e-commerce business and helping our stores grow and showing how to market and promote. So a lot of that stuff that you guys want to know, just DM me on my Facebook or on my Instagram. But definitely, you know, if you have not already, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can search Mindset Studios and you'll see me pop up. And any closing comments from you, Will?
Man, you know, in the words of my mentor, just think much bigger, much sooner. I mean, y'all have been a great audience. Check us out. This is the first of many. We're going to try to put y'all hip as much as we can. Also, check out my group, I Am Academy. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, whatnot. Also, check me out, Will Currency. Check out people on my team, Curtis Cobain Branch and Chrissy Pips. Team Takeoff, we out here making this money, reinvesting it, putting it back in the places that's going to make us more money. You feel me?
There's a lot of people that just feel like this year's kind of brought them down, but I want to say just keep fighting because it's worth it. If you got any goals in life, any ambition, anything that you wanted to be when you was a fucking kid and you think it's going away now, don't give up. You know, keep fighting, keep pushing.